Well, hello there, sweetheart. I hope you've brushed your teeth and you're ready for bed. I found this book called The Very Last Castle, and I couldn't wait to read it to you tonight. It looked so silly. The Very Last Castle by Travis Jonker. Pictures are by Mark Pett. In the middle of a small town stood something you might not expect. It was, in fact, the very last castle. There had been others, but over time they had all been taken down or fallen apart or been destroyed. All but one. For reasons no one could ever remember, no one ever came out, and no one was allowed in. Look at everybody walking by. There's a castle in the background. Up in the tower, the guard watched the townspeople silently pass by. Then there was Ib. Every day she walked past the castle alone, and every day she stopped. She looked up. She saw the lone guard standing stone still. There she is. Plunk! He's watching her. Since no one had ever been inside the castle, the townspeople had ideas about who or what was in there. Snap, snap, snap. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. Look, all the monsters coming out of the castle. Oh, thud, thud, thud. Giants, said Alex. Look at Alex. He's pretty confident in his guess on giants. There's the castle with the lone guard. There's the people. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Snakes, said Ib's granddad. Oh, that scary castle with all those snakes. Maybe it's something terrible, Ib thought one day, but maybe it's something else. Plunk. And there's the guard. He's like, what in the world is this kid doing? The next morning, Ib walked past the castle. She stopped, looked at the tower, and there's no guard. She floated across the moat, walked up to the door, and with the strength of her hand, she knocked. Knock, knock, knock. Hiss. She went running because she heard snakes. Ib didn't stop running until she was sitting in her desk at school, scared and out of breath. Whew, maybe Grandpa was right. She didn't tell anyone what had happened. Look at her, she's so scared. Not long after, an envelope arrived. Inside the invitation, your presence is requested at the front gate of the castle on Sunday afternoon. Ooh, she got an invitation. Everyone told Ib to stay away. Monsters, said Miss Wick. Giants, said Alex. Snakes, said Grandfather. Maybe it's something terrible, Ib thought. Could it be something else? Oh, look at that. On Sunday, Ib stood alone outside the front gate. With a loud thunk, the drawbridge began to lower. She trembled. She looked up at the tower. Empty. She took a deep breath. Slowly, Ib did something none of the townspeople ever had done. She walked inside. Turned out Miss Wick and Alex had been right. There were monsters. And they were giants. But no snakes. Look how beautiful this is. The trees and stuff have been cut into monsters. Welcome, came a voice, a kind voice. It was the guard. He removed his helmet. He was much older than Ib had expected. I'm the last one left. May I show you around? Aww. For the rest of the day, Ib and the guard, his name was William, visited every corner of the castle. Long before, they were pruning near the giant hall, snap, 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 and harvesting by the palace, thud, thud, thud. Look, they're getting apples from the tree. They ended up where they started. Why now? Asked Ib. All the others in the castles are gone, answered William. Someday I will be too. I want someone brave to take my place, someone curious. Will you help me? Ib thought about William all on his own. She thought about her family, her friends outside the castle. She thought, and then she replied. Yes, Ib replied, but I have a request. In the middle of a small town stood the very last castle. Sometimes someone came out. Oh, she introduced him to her family. And everyone was welcome in. Yes, look at that. That is the end of our story. How wonderful is that he learned to let people in to be a part of his life. And people welcomed him. I love the dinosaurs in this picture, along with the elephant. It's too cute. And with that, sweetheart, I hope you have a wonderful night and you enjoyed the story. Good night, sleep tight, and remember, Nani loves you.